Good morning, guys. Welcome back to a new video. My name is Megan. I'm just heading out to go pick up our new foster dog. If you guys are new, Nate and I foster dogs. This is going to be our 14th dog, so I'm very excited. Let's go pick up the dog. Okay, we just got home. This is Raven. Oh my gosh, she's so dark. All I can see is like her eyes. Hi, Raven. Say hi. She's very shy right now. But she's so sweet and little scruffy girl. We need to give her a bath. She's a little dirty. Okay, let's go meet Dad. Okay, Nate and I are gonna attempt to give Raven a bath now. Our last place had like a little dog washing area, and this place obviously does not. So since she's like too big to go in our tub, we're gonna wash her out front. We have like a spigot out there, so we're gonna attempt to give this bath a dog. Give this dog a bath.
To the bucket.
Yep. Yeah, grab a cup too, maybe. Worked pretty well. We were able to get her pretty clean very quickly, and I feel like we probably used less water than usual because we just kind of filled up this bucket and kept pouring it slowly on her. But this is the dog shampoo we were using. It's just the Target brand, but it honestly smells pretty good. It says it cleans, conditions, detangles, moisturize, plant-based cleaning system. I feel like it's just been pretty good. And then this is like the most key item we use when we're cleaning the dogs, because this is really good at getting knots out of their hair, kind of like defirming or decoding, like if they're shedding a lot, and it just gets like a lot of the hair. It rubs the shampoo in nice and good. So I kind of lather first with just my hands and then go in for like a deeper like scrub with this. And also if your dog is really smelly, like sometimes we get a dog from the rescue and it just smells really bad, use like a tablespoon of white vinegar or hydrogen peroxide. I feel like that has been really helping get the smell out of their hair. Okay, I'm just getting ready to go head out. Oh, tell someone to go. The dog's starting to get a little better and more adjusted. She's so scared. I mean, this happens a lot when we get new fosters. They just don't really know where they are, especially when they're older. She's 1, but like some of the puppies just don't even care because they're like so young. But the older ones have more of like recognize things and like where they are and who they're around and stuff like that. So she's trying to get more accustomed to our house, but she's been doing really well. We gave her a bath. She ran around a little bit. We took her on a walk. So she's doing well. She's napping right now. I'm heading out. I have to go run an errand to return something. I have to go pick up a few things at Target. And then Nate and I ordered Chipotle for lunch because we just don't feel like cooking today. So I'm going to go pick up that while I'm out. It's actually turning out to be such a nice day, so I might go sit by the pool, hopefully. It was supposed to be like rainy and cloudy all day, and it's so blue skied and sunny right now. So we're supposed to go to Nate's friend's house, Kyle's house tonight. Kyle's the one that lives in Arizona. We went to visit him a few months ago, the Arizona vlog. He's home for, I guess, summer. I don't know, a summer trip. He's in law school in Arizona, so he's home. I think we're gonna go try to see him tonight, and yeah. Okay, it is a little while later now. I'm about to go head to the gym. I'm going to do like a little Peloton ride, I think. Let me set you guys up. I've just been like not feeling so good today. I've been really crampy and bloated and just like bleh. So I think a workout will probably help. I ended up not going to Kyle's tonight. Like I said earlier, we were going to do. Nate just left to go. The sun is like right in my face. So yeah, I decided just not to go because I just wasn't feeling great. I didn't want to leave the dog. I don't like to leave them right when we get them. And yeah, it was just not in my plans for tonight. I just set up this crate because I think the one that we have, which is like an actual crate, it might just be like a little bit too small for her. She's kind of bigger, and this will just give her more space because I feel like she's already scared of like where she is right now, and so this is like a little less claustrophobic. So I put her little doggy bed in there, some toys, a water bowl, and she should be all set. But I probably won't be longer than like 30 or 40 minutes. I think when I come home I might do a little Q&A for you guys about like fostering and stuff, because we've been getting a lot of questions on how it works, like what we do and all of that stuff. So I thought maybe that would be fun to include in this vlog, since this has been like a dog centralized vlog so far. So yeah, maybe we'll end the night with that, but we'll see where the night goes. Okay, back from the workout. It was really good. It felt so good to actually like work out. I ended up doing a 20-minute Peloton ride. It's definitely slower on the Peloton than usual, but you know, at least I got up off the couch and went. And I was thinking about this while I was doing it, because lately I've been doing either a Peloton ride or going on a run outside as my exercise, and obviously I'm not on my phone when I do either of those. But previously when I would go to the gym, like I feel like I was still like scrolling through my phone, so I probably wasn't getting as good of a workout, because sometimes your workout is also for like your mental health. It's not just like physically. So when I go walk on the treadmill, like I know I'm walking at an incline and like a good pace, but like I'm still scrolling on my phone, so I feel like I'm not getting the mental clarity all the time. But when I do a Peloton ride or go on a run, I'm not looking at my phone at all, because I'm like focused and in the zone. So I feel like they're probably like better workouts. Like I definitely feel like mentally cleared after I do them, and it just like feels good. Like my body feels good and my mind feels good. I'm gonna go shower now. Okay, this is the lotion that I have been using lately. It's just so good. I feel like so many people talk about it, but it is so worth the hype. It's so hydrating and smooth all over my body. I honestly love that it's fragrance free. This is just so good, so I thought I would let you guys know. My mom got this for me. It's like a little, why isn't this focusing? It's like a little whale wine cork. I just think it's so cute. So I just put that in. My dad actually made this wine. It's a peach apricot white wine. It's like his new hobby lately is making wines. Okay. So I realized in like the time that I have been starting vlogging and everything, I never fully explained what we do with the foster dogs, how like the whole situation works and everything. So I thought it would be good to explain it in this video, because I've been getting a lot of questions on it lately. And so I just thought it would be something, you know, to throw into this video, because pretty much today has been everything about getting our current foster dog Raven today. So I thought, you know, maybe we could just include it into this video. So first and foremost, I'm gonna like explain the whole process of fostering and how like all of that. Sorry, there's like a car out the window. It's like freaking me out. I want to explain like the whole fostering system, and then I will go into like the questions and stuff that I've been getting. So first of all, the rescue that Nate and I work with is called To Love a Canine. We've been working with them for about a year. We originally applied because we thought we wanted to adopt a dog, and then we saw there was an option to foster, and we're like, oh, that's better, because our apartment when we started was only allowing 2 animals at a time, and we already had Charlie, so we didn't know if we wanted to fully commit to a dog or not. And so we're like, we could just foster and see how it goes. So that's what we did. Yeah, it was kind of like a last minute thing. Like I kind of just applied. I need to like shut this window, I'm getting freaked out. Okay, so yeah, I kind of just applied and we went through the whole application process. You kind of had to give like a lot of information about like your life, like what you do, how much money you make, and provide like financials. I had to provide all the vet records for Charlie and everything, and it's essentially just to make sure like you're a decent human being and you're not gonna like treat these dogs poorly, and you're gonna be able to provide for them like how they need to be. So that was that. We went through that process and we were approved pretty quickly, so all was good there. Then we got our first dog like pretty much right away. I don't really know how much detail to go into here. So yeah, we are on our 14th dog now. Raven is the one we just got today. We don't name the dogs, so I guess that's something to say. The dogs always come to us pre-named from either the shelter that they already came from, or our shelter will name them when they're here. So like if we get a pregnant mom and the mom has puppies with us, we name the puppies. Not like me individually, but like whoever had the mom, they name the puppies within like our foster agency. So sometimes the dog names are like a little weird. Like Sunday and I don't always call them by their name. And I would say like a lot of them don't know their name. Most of the dogs that we get do come from Mississippi or South Carolina. So those are like our two biggest partners. Not that we don't take them from other states, but those are the two main partners, and the shelters are always so overcrowded. And also we only take as many dogs as we have fosters for, because we are a foster only based agency. We don't have a shelter rescue that we just keep dogs at. If I couldn't have taken Raven today, then she would not have came up on the trip. So that's like something like that's kind of important with fostering, is because they need fosters. It's like the dogs can't come if we don't have a foster for them. They can return dogs, which I just found out recently. I mean, I guess that's a good thing, but it's also so crazy and sad to think about. But our agency asks that if you are uncomfortable or no longer want your dog, you thought you wanted it, you adopted it, but you don't, then we will return the dog. Like you can give it back to us and it'll go back to a foster home or something. And we just ask that because we don't want them to go to different shelters where like they could be euthanized, or they might go to like not good homes or something like that. So we have a very specific like background check and pre-approval before anyone can adopt the dogs. And sometimes, you know, situations come up and like we're very understanding. Like I know somebody said that they ended up being allergic to the dog breed, or they had a kid and the dog was not well with the kid. Just situations kind of come up that you don't always prepare, like you can't always predict. But there are some that are just like, you can just tell they just weren't ready for like a puppy. And then it's just sad because it's like, don't adopt a puppy, or like don't buy a dog if you can't take care of it, and like you can't go through everything to like make it work for you and your family. So pretty sad, but it does happen. So I feel like that kind of covers like the basics of everything, aside from the questions that I'm going to be answering. If I think of anything else, I'll just like spitball it, but it's kind of hard to like think of everything off the top of my head. The first question was, do you pay for anything? And no, we do not. So like our agency is not for profit, and they give us everything. So whatever money that they make from the adoptions or whatever, it goes to the supplies we as fosters get, and it also goes to the shots and the vet bills and like all of that the dogs get. So some of the dogs that we get end up getting heartworm, and that's a lot of medical treatment that the animals go through. So it can be pretty pricey, and I do our best to like donate back to the agency, or we also do our best to like, if we run out of food, like don't nag them like, hey, we're out of food, like can we get a new bag? Like they would be like, yeah, of course, like that's the contract, like they will give us anything we need when we need it for the dog. But honestly, it's just like, why don't I just go to Target and buy it? It's like not that expensive. They gave us a starter bag with like toys and stuff like that, but again, once we want like I'm like a spoiler, like I just want to spoil all the dogs, so I do buy them toys like on my own with my own money, and I'm not like, I don't nag the foster care and be like, can I have toys, or can like you give me money for the toys? Like no, like I don't. Our first dog ever, they gave us like crates, they gave us a puppy pen, they gave us toys, treats, food, leash, collar. They give you like basically everything. They gave us like a dingy towel and blanket for them, like if like they to put in the crate into like their pens and stuff. We don't have to worry about like vaccines or shots or anything, like taking them to the vet. So if they end up getting sick, or like we feel like they need to go to the vet for whatever reason, then also we don't pay for that. So I feel like in any little way that we can help, whether it just be getting food, toys, treats, whatever, out of our own pocket, like we do that. But Yeah, they do pay for everything pretty much. Do you get paid to be a foster? We do not get paid to be a foster. We do this solely out of the goodness of our hearts, and not to like brag, but yeah, we don't get paid to be fosters. I mean, I guess like I think probably a lot more people would be fostering if they did get paid for it, and I feel like that's kind of just like something about that doesn't like sit well with me. These dogs need like good loving homes, so if you're only doing it for money, then you're probably not doing it for good reasons, and the dogs deserve more. So that's just like my take on it, but you know, whatever. Why don't you just adopt a dog? Well, we would like to one day. We just moved obviously to this new apartment recently. This place now has like a little bit more of a yard, whereas our other place, we were on the 4th floor. It was really hard to have a dog at all, just to take it out and everything. It wasn't easy to get outside and to get it to go potty and like all of that. It was just a lot of work when you don't have access to get outside very quickly, so it's just a pain. But now at this new place, we do like it a lot, so we were considering, but also we are still under a 2-pet like contract, I guess. Like, I don't know what word I'm thinking of, but like we can only have 2 pets here. So again, we still have Charlie. If we were to adopt a dog, then we can't keep fostering. So maybe one day we'll adopt when we live in a house that has a yard and we have space for 2 dogs. But we definitely always want to keep fostering. So if we ended up adopting 1 dog, we want to make sure we are able to have more than 2 dogs or 2 animals at a time, because we want to keep fostering. So there's definitely been a few that I have been so attached to and like really wanted, and it's definitely hard to give them up. So I mean, it's not an easy thing. What age dog do you get? It varies. Every dog is pretty much different. I would say the youngest that we had was 12 weeks and the oldest was 12 years old. Like it definitely is different. On average, most of them tend to be like 3 months or so. We take any age, we're not really specific on it. I know some families like only take older dogs or only take puppies, so some foster families do request a certain age. Nate and I don't, because we can kind of handle whatever, but depending on like other people's jobs or kids or other animals that they have, like they request certain age limits or certain breeds or anything like that. But Raven right now is 1, and Sego was our last dog and she was 3 months, so it's like a bit of a different and a balance. That's always funny too. I'm like sidetracking, but that's always funny too, because when you have like a puppy, you have to teach it to like potty train, like not chew everything, and then you might get an older dog like 3 times in a row. Like your next 3 dogs might be like older and are already potty trained and already good at doing like all the basic dog things, and then you get like a young puppy on your 4th dog and it's like back to square one. So sometimes it's like a bit of a challenge. That's like kind of the fun in it, I guess. It's always like a new dog, I guess, but it is hard because I want to say that Nate and I train them to be like our dogs. So I let the dog get in the bed with me. I let them get on the couch. I let them kind of like have a lot of free willpower in the house. Whereas I know some families don't do that. They don't allow dogs on the bed to not get on the couch. They don't get human food, which we are probably pretty good about that. We don't give them a lot of human food, like sometimes maybe like small bites, but we don't tend to do that very often. But there are like different things that different families like teach their pets. So I would say we teach it the basic like tricks, like sit, stay, lay down, paw, like stuff like that. We try our best, but we don't like get too crazy about it because they're just puppies. And then the last question is, do you get to see the dog beforehand? Yes, we do. So there's a big Facebook group chat, and basically every Saturday is when transports come up. They just send like, hey, here's like 8 to 15 dogs that could come up this weekend. Who wants what? And like they show like the picture of the dog. They give like a brief description, if they're good with cats or not good with cats, if they're good with like other dogs or kids. Sometimes like they don't always test that, but sometimes that's in there. And yeah, just like what type of dog they are, what age, like all that, like basic stuff. And then we just kind of comment on it, like I'll take this one, I'll take that one, and everybody who's a foster is in there, so you get to see who's taking who, and then you get to make your decision on that. I think that's everything that I have to say on this subject. Hopefully you guys learned something or got something to take away from this video. And yeah, definitely look into fostering near you because they're always needed. The shelters are so overcrowded, especially right now. I feel like so many people got dogs during like COVID and stuff, and now people are going back in the office and they're just getting rid of dogs left and right. They're being dropped or being thrown outside, and it's like really, really sad. So if you can or you want to, definitely look into like fostering near you or local rescues, donating, or anything like that. So thanks for listening. I am going to drink the rest of my wine. I'm gonna lay down and put on like an actual movie. I feel like I've just been consuming too much content lately that I need like a break from like any social media whatsoever, and I'm going to watch a movie, light a candle, and relax and wait for Nate to come home from hanging out with his friends. So that's that for my night.